Peace, peace, peace. You see dead people, I see divergences. We are not the same. Confluence is king. Let's see if we can find it. March 3rd, Bitcoin. What day is it today? Tuesday? Okay, good. I got nowhere to be for a little bit. Bitcoin. Let's go to the 4 hour. I plotted this falling channel a couple days ago. And that heart line was getting respect, you know, making higher lows, and now it's starting to break out. We need to see follow through. And even still, I mean, really need to break 74K to convince me that we might have some short-term upside. I do not believe we are going way higher. Cycle's over, in my opinion, in my analysis. It's not an opinion, it's based on analysis. So until data changes, we will do something about it. For now, it's better to be out wishing you were in than in wishing you were out. Bitcoin still between the two red lines. If you've been watching my videos, I'm sure nobody has been, you would know it's the April top and November 2021 top. And then you'd be looking at, you know, this red line here, kind of all that resistance there. And then you'd be looking at the orange zone, which is the 74K. I mean, bro, seeing a daily candle close outside of this would be nice. We'll see what happens. We're going to be here. It's not like I sit and look at charts all day, bro. You know? Sometimes I do. But I don't have much else to say about Bitcoin. Go watch one of my earlier videos, I guess. Ether, bro. Same old shit, dog. Just a different day. What song? Leave it in the comments. Or don't. Don't really care. Until we break 2100. This range right here. Oh, I never did that to the left. Awkward. You know, this is the zone. The price action moves fast between this zone. Every time it just moves fast. So you could probably trade this zone when it gets up here. You put a stop loss above it. Hopefully ride it to the bottom. Get some maximum gains, or it flips it and then you put a stop loss there and hopefully ride it to 2700. You know, it's pretty straightforward once you learn this stuff. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. You know, war is happening. If you don't think war is going to trigger fear into the herd mentality, then perhaps this isn't the game for you. Oh my God, he's just a uncertified TA guy on the internet. ETHBTC, if it doesn't hold this, I mean, expect way lower. Crypto market's dead. Does anybody care about crypto? I mean, it's very, very interesting times we live in. Mr. T could say any word. He could make the market go up. He can make the market go down. They are the masters of war. They are the manipulators. They are the market makers. IMO. Bitcoin dominance. I mean, let's go to that 4 hour. I had this plotted. I called it out in the Discord that it was likely going to break out, and now we're breaking. that 200. The measured move is 59.50 of this falling wedge. Top to the bottom to the breakout. Bam, there's your measured move. For now, that's where I would expect us to go. Stablecoin dominance. Daily. You know, yesterday we had a daily candle close below this trend line and it ran back up and it sold off at 11.5%. Now, could be a good thing. Ideally, want to start taking out these lows, and when we take out 10.8%, you could see some serious downside in stable coins, which would be tremendously beautiful for crypto. One piece of data at a time. You have possible bearish divergence playing out. Maybe we'll see some follow through, but if we don't see bearish divergence play out and see it drop hard, it's gonna go the other way harder. Just be ready for it. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I can't act like I know what's gonna happen because I do not have a contract with the market maker. Mr. Market Maker, if you are listening, I am willing to cut a deal to help people, but my soul is not for sale. So we're still watching. Very hard to predict or get an edge on the market at the moment for me, based upon my technical opinion. That's it. It's just a technical opinion. It's not an opinion that I made up from the pit of my stomach. I have a technical argument, and that's it. Let's get away from crypto right now, because the other markets are tanking. This ascending triangle on the DXY, bullish pattern, broke out to the upside, closed above the 200 simple moving average on the daily, and what did you think was going to happen? You think it was going to go down? Of course not. It's a strong close. The measured move is up here at 100, and that's the top of the range. I mean, it's where I expect it to go. Could it pull back? Yeah, of course it could. It's a market, bro. It goes up and down. What do you want from me? You have a 50-50 shot of up and down. Flip your coin, heads, tails. The purpose of technical analysis, and the way I use it, is to find places to manage risk appropriately and find places not only to manage risk, but to find a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio from your entry to your target and your stop loss. For instance, you had a high, then you had a confirmation high with bearish divergence. That's an edge likely going to the downside, and if you were here, I called that out, and you know, kid, don't get cocky. But what you'd want to do is put a stop loss right above it, because it confirmed that high, and you would have caught a short right to wherever you wanted to, but your losses would have been minimal. You know? That's what we're trying to do here, is find places to manage risk appropriately, take minimal losses if you lose, and maximum gains if you win. Shout out to Mitch Ray. If you don't follow Mitch Ray's channel, please do. It's the best technical analyst I've watched for 5 years. It's where I learned. Shout out to Mitch Ray. Peace, peace, peace. Anyway, there's your measured move. It's not certain. Nothing is certain. We still got to break that. if we do, just expect more downside in the markets. I use the DXY to find confluence. As soon as this broke out, markets started tanking. Why? Because the dollar is getting stronger. If you have an asset worth $1 and the dollar gets stronger, your asset worth $1 is going to go down. Does that make sense? Did I lose you? Let's go to the Dow. I mean, it's so nasty. It's so nasty. I mean, there's no reason we don't come down here. Maybe the 200. Gotta see a bearish retest. Now we're watching this level. I just keep moving my arrows. It's fucking uncanny. You can't make it up. You just can't. The charts were showing signs of going down, and now it's happening. The follow through is happening. There is a gap way down here. I mean, that would suck if it got filled, but I wouldn't look at it as a bad thing. I'd look at it as an opportunity to strike while the iron's hot, like Owen Wilson says in Meet the Parents. SPY, another gap down. I mean, I'm gonna move our arrow down. Now that's the level to watch. Clearly the price likes to react here. It's an inflection point. I mean, your gap up here pretty much got filled. I'm gonna leave it there until it completely gets filled on the candle body. But now you have another one here. So, you know, a little upside isn't out of the question. Just be careful. I mean, we're going down, down. Measured move of the rising wedge is down here at the gap fill. And the gap was created in November. The bearish divergence is everywhere. This is the level to watch. And like I said, some upside, you know, don't get all greedy and shit, because, you know, there's just gap fills. There's unfilled orders in here that need to be filled. Unless you hurry up and go cancel them. I would. It's better to be out wishing you were in than in wishing you were out. So when you go to the ES1, S&P futures, I mean, now we could come back up and get a bearish retest of this here. You know, the daily candle could close here and go up, and then we get a close there and then come down further. I mean, there's many possibilities, but you know, the signs of distribution were there. You had a high that it couldn't break, right? Like, it was obvious there. I mean, you could even go like that. I don't like that. Boom. Boom. What does that show you? That shows you that sellers are selling at a lower price every time the price rises. The S&P 500, it's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's a sign of distribution. And now we're getting the follow through. Maybe the daily 200 will come up and meet us here, which is kind of the measured move. I've been expecting it for a long time, and it's now way more likely than it was before. That's for damn sure. Let's go to the Russell futures breaking down. You start to lose this level right here. I mean, owing me money, Heisenberg. It's very bad. Daily candle close will be a telling sign. All we can do is wait and see what happens. I'll let you guys know. I mean, look at everything. I've been saying it for a while. Like, everything is just hanging off a cliff. And now we're starting to see that follow through. The nasty NAS 100. I mean, this looks like this, which resulted in this, which tested a key level, right? Let's go further to the right. I mean left, whatever, bro. Sue me. This looks like this, which resulted in this, which resulted in this, which took you to a somewhat of an inflection point, I guess. Kind of like that, if you will. History does not repeat itself, but it will rhyme. It never happens again, so does it ever repeat? No, of course not. But be watching this 200 daily simple moving average. If you start to lose it, you better hope it holds, because if it doesn't, this is where you're going. I don't make the rules. I don't know that's exactly where it's going, but it's where I would expect it to go. Let's move on. Microsoft. Why do I have an alert at 400? I like Microsoft right now. I just do. Why? Well, the 200 weekly simple moving average, the price action is now there. Did it touch it? Not quite. Didn't touch it there. It's about to touch it there, right? But, you know, clearly, if you buy quality assets at the 200 weekly moving average, you will do well. Problem is, most people do not have the discipline to do so. Imagine if you did that with Microsoft. Down at $26. I mean, you would have had to hold it for years, but whatever. That's called investing, when you have time to hold it. I am not an investor right now. I hope to get there, but for now I have to trade and take the money because it's where I'm at. What? So now you're at the 200 weekly simple moving average. Let's go to the daily. You have possible bullish divergence on the RSI at the 200 weekly simple moving average, and on the daily it's somewhat of an inflection point from history. You've come down and you filled this gap right here. I mean, you could get in and put a stop loss just under here, like 385 or something, and you'll lose friggin' nothing. Or you can ride it up. Maybe get that gap fill up here. It's just analysis, bro. Don't get mad. There's news today. Don't care. But yeah, I mean, Microsoft, it's not that bad. The only problem is the war. Downside gives us an opportunity to buy quality assets and hold them. Microsoft could be one of them. And if you lose this level, we're probably going to 350. That's why you'd want to protect yourself at 385, because it'll just go lower and lower and you'll have a better opportunity. You'll take a minimal loss right now over a maximum gain. Pretty simple. Let's go to the metals. Getting murked up in the cab. I mean, damn, it looked like it was going to break out last night, but it fell right back into the pattern. Let's put a circle around a false breakout. That is a false breakout. Serious consequences. We are back in the pattern, and it's pretty much a shit pattern because there's really not that much data to go by. I mean, is it really a channel? I don't know. I just plotted it that way. It's all the data I have. It's all I have to work with. Go to the weekly, bro. I mean, the 200 weekly moving average is way down here at 2,500. So all we can do is wait and see what happens. It's only Tuesday. Got bought up at the heart line. You know, perfectly. Bids, caught bids at the heart line, yo. and it's a possible retest of the upper line of the ascending triangle. The measured move of the ascending triangle would be up here, you know, back at this high. All we can do is wait and see what's going to happen, but the war is the problem. The war is what's going to cause fear and make people sell and get out of markets. When has it not? I don't know what's going to happen, and again, I can't act like I know what's going to happen because I don't know what's going to happen. Let's move on. Silver. I mean, caught bids because of some support resistance of the candles, but I mean, again, you know, it's all the data we have. Literally, it's, you want to do technical analysis on silver, that's all you got. Good luck to you. Good day to you, sir, says Mr. Willy Wonka. Shout out to Willy Wonka. Palladium. I mean, all the metals are down. I mean, like I said, war. What do you want? War. Until the color of a man's skin is of no more significant than the color of his eyes, it's a war. Until basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race, it's a war. Who's that? Leave it in the comments if you want to, or don't. It's cool, bro. I mean, like a silver short token split the other day and just has gone up ever since. I mean, it sucks. Like these critical metals, like it's a possible retest. If you're gonna trade right now, small position sizes, take profit sooner. Pretty simple. I mean, everything is red. Everything. I was looking at HIVE being at an 886 from the swing, from the low to the high, low to the high. It made an 88.6% retrace. And now it's showing possible bullish divergence on the RSI. Now here's the problem though. Whoops. The funk. Whatever, bro. I don't care. You can read it. I've fixed it before. That's how I did it. What you want from me, bro? Yeah. That's true gangsta shit right there. When you screw up your chart and you fix it without going through all the bullshit. It's gangsta shit. It's next level, bro. Trust me. I would know. The only problem is you don't want to see the RSI break that and start to come down again because, yeah, it will result in downside. It's possible bullish divergence until data changes, and that would be a piece of data that would change things real quick, you know. But if you were to play it, you know, you could put a stop loss at 202, you lose 5%, well, you ride it to 270. Good risk to reward, right? Like what, 6 to 1? But Bitcoin needs to play ball, and for now, nothing looks good. Can you feel good about HOOD? Let's check. I mean, the RSI is diverging, but I mean, I don't know if I feel good about HOOD. Shout out to Mr. Mays. HOOD Encore, second set Mays. I don't know what else to look at. I really don't. I mean, Apple crab apple. Signs of distribution. You got a high. You got a lower high and a possible lower high. You know, you're making higher lows locally. Okay, cool, bro. Like I said, small position sizes if you're in a trade right now. Take profit, or it's okay to not lose money. And then when the iron is hot, we will strike hard, strike fast, no mercy, sir. The enemy deserves no mercy. What is the problem, Mr. Lawrence? Anyways, I'm going to take off. If you find value in my analysis, I really appreciate you tuning in and dealing with my dry humor and sarcasm and cynicism and all that bullshit. Have yourself a beautiful day. The sun is up. The sky is blue. It's beautiful. So are you. All that stuff. Until a philosophy. I forget that line. But anyway, hopefully you know what song that's from. It's a war. Peace, love, and llama. It's a dark beat. Don't like it. Sometimes beats are just better when you leave them alone. I'm leaving this one alone for now. Peace, love, and llama. Peace, love, and llama.